Well, Thanksgiving is past, and I'm wearing red and green, so that should be a little bit of a clue. The colors of the can might be a little bit of a clue too, but it's time for Christmas beers. Yay! I like that. Hey, welcome to another episode of Chewing the Brew. Today it's Reuben's Holiday Haze, which is an IPA. And you're thinking, what does IPA and Christmas have to do with anything? Well, yeah. There was a winter ale I did with Double Mountain. The video's probably up by now. And that one was a perfectly adequate hoppy amber ale. But it didn't really evoke anything of Christmas. This, Reuben's, I feel is a little bit different, probably from the ingredients they use. And they went for more of those, or for more stereotypical holiday flavors. In fact, it does say it is a hazy India Pale Ale with cinnamon and vanilla. And I have already drunk a few cans of these, and I have enjoyed them. So, fair warning, I'm going to enjoy this one. Also, I have, over the last few days, as a result of my experiences at Church Key Taproom, been warming my beers up in the microwave. No, just kidding, not in the microwave. Putting them in a container of cool water for a few minutes, and then opening them, and especially for the IPAs. And I've really been enjoying that. There's less of the harsh bitterness, more of the sweetness is allowed to come and play, and, well, it's tasty, and I'm enjoying the outcome. Yeah, a little more work. I think I've also had my beers like really close to the cool air output on my fridge, and so there has been maybe some over-chilling of those, and just bringing them up a few degrees before I drink them has been a good thing. So I did treat this beer that way as well. I left it in a can of container of 50-degree water for a few minutes. Not enough to bring it up to 50 degrees, but enough to definitely bring it up from the 38 it was at previously. So this smells like Almond Joy, but with a little bit of hazy pineapple behind it. So there's a little bit of chocolate, there's some coconut, and this really nice sweetness that just bodes well. I think the vanilla is mostly the playing the role of the coconut in here. Like I am picking it, my mind immediately recognizes it as coconut rather than as vanilla, but if I stick my nose in there and breathe more deeply and take a little bit more time, I might be able to say, oh, that's actually vanilla, but it's so close as it makes no difference. It smells to your nose, the thing that smells, like coconut. And that is the primary smell in Almond Joy. Not really the chocolate, which is kind of interesting. The coconut's a really strong aroma there. And so, yeah, that's what it smells like. Almond Joy. And I'm not saying Almond Joy is a Christmas candy bar, but yeah, sweet, tasty things. There's also, if you stick your nose in deeply, a bit of the tropical. So definitely hazy IPA, and I think it's probably the hazy it's all the flavors going on. I don't know if they were aiming for Almond Joy when they brewed this beer and constructed its recipe, but they certainly reached there, and it's not unpleasant. That is really nice. So the vanilla, your taste buds, your nose, your olfactory, is that the thing that smells? Olfactory, is really tuned for vanilla. Like you can detect vanilla with your nose at very, very low volumes. And so it's like the top of your mouth is tasting this coconutty vanilla. And then it there's a little bit of that tropical kind of pineapple, and then this nice sweet, not like sweet, not candy sweet, not soda pop sweet, but grown up sweet, nice moderate sweetness that kind of fills in the bottom of the mouth. It's really quite pleasant. It's like Almond Joy and pineapple. And even on the retro breathing, same thing. And I think that the temperature plays a role in that, in allowing the sweetness to play a louder part, such that it balances the hop flavors going on here. I want to say the use of the vanilla is very, very wise here. It's very good. Because it doesn't take a whole lot of vanilla for you to pick it up, you can get this wonderful vanilla aroma, and in this case that smells kind of like coconut, and it just fills your nasal passages and the top part of your mouth as you're starting to swallow, starting to drink, and it works really well. Like, it just plays, it sets it builds the anticipation. It says, hey, here's what's coming. It's something really tasty and wonderful smelling, so it's gonna taste wonderful too. And then of course you like it because you've already got a smile on your face from the vanilla that arrived. And it definitely has some bitterness. It's not all sweet and tropical things. The hop does start building eventually, and it's more of a West Coast take on a hazy rather than a full-on all tropical, all sweet, true East Coast hazy. And that works really nicely because then you have just another counterpoint, another element that's playing a part and makes you appreciate what's going on. I appreciate what's going on in this beer. Yeah, it's a good beer. I definitely give this 3 stars. This is a beer worth having if you can find it. If you're at all a fan of hazy IPAs, I think this is particularly cool for that. And yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Yeah, it's a good beer. I think you don't necessarily think of IPAs as being holiday beers, but with the careful inclusion of cinnamon, which I don't really taste outright, maybe it's just playing a part in there, and the vanilla, which I definitely taste and is definitely playing a vibrant part of this beer, it works, and it works surprisingly well, and maybe in ways that I might not have initially expected when I first saw this on the shelf and bought it. And I have, I think, another can after this to enjoy, so I will definitely be enjoying that. Anyways, this is me, Matthew. I have been drinking and definitely enjoying Reuben's Holiday Haze, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.